The Prime Minister is on her way to China tonight on a mission to shore up trade ties with the world's second largest economy. Theresa May says she hopes to intensify the so-called golden era in UK-China relations. The trip is being seen as a test of Britain's ability to forge new economic partnerships ahead of Brexit. Our China correspondent John Sudworth reports.
No sign of a slowdown here. The Chinese economy creates 5,000 millionaires every week. And Britain, more than ever, is keen to get on board.
In the last 20 years, the mentality was to make money, right? Now, a lot of us have made money. It's all about how we use that money.
These Chinese stables are the first to be accredited by the British Horse Society. Just one example of how China's middle classes could help give the UK a post-Brexit boost.
British brands tend to be a lot quieter, but at the same time I think they can take it up a notch and compete a little bit more and elbow their way in a little bit more in comparison to other brands and other cultures.
Jaguar Land Rover is one iconic British brand that has elbowed its way in, only to face this, the Land Wind. The company has tried in vain to get China to halt production of what it says is an almost exact replica of one of its designs. Having your products copied in China is one thing, but for many British companies, getting here in the first place is a far bigger challenge. Britain is now wide open to Chinese investment, but China has done little to lower its barriers to some key British sectors like banking, finance and insurance. And despite talk of a golden era, the diplomacy doesn't always run smoothly either. One possible spanner in the works for this trip: reported disagreements over China's giant global infrastructure project, the Belt and Road Initiative. But Jaguar Land Rover, which made 80,000 cars here last year, proves success is possible despite the challenges. It wants the UK to get serious about its China strategy.
I can only encourage the PM, but also on the dedicated levels for different industries with the different ministry levels, that we started much more intensive dialogues.
Does the golden era still exist?
For whom?
Britain-China.
I think it is still yet to come.
Meanwhile, China is fashioning its own future. Ju Hong is a Beijing-based designer with a shop in London and reams of ambition about where her country is heading.
China has had master craftsmen since ancient times. We are not just the world's factory, we are the world's high-end factory.
While the UK tries to patch together more deals and access, in a post-Brexit world, China may ask, who needs who the most? John Sudworth, BBC News, Beijing.
He's